Hi folks, welcome to Barb Makes Things. Today I'm turning Rainbow Dash here into a real soldering unicorn.
Barb Makes Things!
The soldering unicorn has been a thing at Crash Pace for a very long time, starting with Sparkles here, who is the mascot. I did do a video on the making of Sparkles. However, this was before I narrated and I didn't really go into detail on like how to actually do this. Not long after I made that video, my mom said, that's great, I want one. I'm not sure if my mom knew that I had her soldering unicorn, but she does now. She's visiting. Princess Hothead wanted to hang out with Sparkles. For my birthday this last year, a friend of mine gave me Rainbow Dash and a soldering iron so that I could make a new one. Anyway, let's do it. A couple important things about sourcing your parts. The ponies I used were hollow and 8 inches tall. This seems to be a good size for fitting all the soldering iron gets. I should also point out that soldering irons can get to be like 900 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you make one, be careful and don't leave it unattended. If you smell something weird, turn it off right away. It can be a fire hazard, burn hazard, all of that. Please be careful. For the previous soldering irons, I used ones attached with small screws. For this latest one, it just twists and it's way easier. In order to remove the soldering iron's case and to get the wires inside of Rainbow Dash, I cut the cord a few inches down from the circuit board. It should go without saying that the soldering iron should be unplugged for all this part, but I'll say it anyway. My cord has 3 wires, so I'll need to strip each of those to splice back together later. The whole case won't fit inside the head, so we need to cut it. But we do want at least a ½ inch past this lip, where the heating element cover screws on. If we remove just that part, it can go inside and help hold everything in place on the unicorn's forehead. You'll want to clamp this up. It can be a bit tricky, so I used a vise. I'm using a Dremel with the cutoff wheel and leaving about ½ inch of the handle past the threaded bit. You can make yours longer, just so long as it'll fit inside the head. I'm switching my Dremel to a carving bit for the next part, where we make the openings for the soldering iron. You'll need to decide where it should go. Look for a central spot, far enough away from the hair, which you really don't want getting burned. Sketch an opening that'll let just the threaded part of the case go through.
This is the part where everybody gets a little bit squeamish about cutting into the head of an inanimate object. So I'd like to assure you that we have fully licensed My Little Pony physicians just off camera. She's gone through all of her anesthesia. She doesn't feel any pain at all. She'll be totally fine. It's a very routine procedure.
Next, you'll need to remove the pony's head. Yeah, it can be a little tough. I had to pry it a bit with a screwdriver.
There we go. Whew. Okay, that was harder than I was expecting.
The opening in the neck isn't big enough for my case piece to go through, so I widen it with the Dremel until it fits. I also make a hole in the back of one of the feet for the power cord to exit, then feed the wire through. I use more than a little heat shrink tubing in this project. Here I'm using a big piece around the bottom of the circuit board because I had removed the case and was about to put it next to a bunch of synthetic hair strands inside the head. I slide the case back on and install the horn in place, using pliers to help pull the threaded part of the case through. I use a large piece of heat shrink tubing to cover the piece of cord that I'd stripped, and small pieces for each staggered splice. Staggering makes this joint less bulky and easier to fit inside. Somehow, in filming myself making a soldering unicorn, I failed to film myself soldering those splices back together. I have no excuses, but I appreciate the irony. Now, everything goes back together. This is difficult to do, so I carefully carve the neck piece until I can pop it back in. To test the functionality, I make her a little glowy necklace. I now have a group of solder corns here. So the question is, what is the collective noun for soldering unicorns? I asked Twitter, and so far the best suggestions are a tinning, a flux, and a flow. Vote in the comments. If you liked this video, share it with a friend. If you didn't, share it with an enemy. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Make sure to take a look at some of my other builds and how-tos. There are a lot of them. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you click the little bell, you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you'd like to get videos a little early and support my channel, you can visit my Patreon page. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.